This is the unboxing of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I got this phone today. This is the titanium blue version, and it's the Pro Max with 512 gigabyte of memory. So since I am not iJustine or Marcus Brownie or whatever they are called, I had to wait until today to get this phone. And I tried to call Tim Apple to get it earlier, but unfortunately it wasn't possible for me to get this one earlier. So then we will just open the phone and see what is inside the box. So here we will peel off this green something, and then we will take the next green thing. Then we will try to open the phone and see what's inside. So here we have absolutely nothing, and here we have the blue titanium version. So it's pretty big. And there is some kind of paper here. We peel it off, and here we have the phone. So I don't know about the lighting here, but yeah, you can see that it's pretty blue, bluish, grayish, fingerprintish. But the screen is nice and big, and hopefully it will work good for me. And in the box we also have a cable. So this is the USB, I believe this is the USB 2.0 cable. So it cannot transfer with the highest speeds. It can transfer with USB 2 speed, but not with USB 3 speed. Then you need a new cable, or so they say. But new this year is that it is a USB cable, USB-C cable, not the Lightning version. And here we probably have some stickers and things like that. I don't care about that at all. A nice box. At least we got the cable this year, but I think we also should get a charger, because you need a new charger unless you have a USB-C charger, which I really don't, since I have an old phone, or I have the iPhone. I have previous iPhones, so I also had to buy a new charger. So today I also bought this new charger. So this is one of the chargers you can use. This is the 20-watt charger. The iPhone, new iPhone 15 should be able to charge at, I think it's 27 watts. And this is a 20-watt charger, so maybe you could have bought a 30-watt charger, which is like very expensive. And I'm not sure really how much much faster it really is in practice. So I'll try with this 20-watt charger and see how it works. So the new thing this year with the iPhone 15 Pro models is that there is a difference between the camera in the Normal Pro and the Pro Max. So the Normal Pro has 3 times zoom, and the Pro Max, this one, has 5 times zoom. So I believe it's that this lens is 5 times zoom on the Pro Max. And of course there is other differences, like you have a bigger battery, and I'm not sure about the charging speed and the CPU. I believe they are the same, but you have a bigger battery, and you should have a bit better battery capacity or longevity of use, but I'm not really sure. Some people say it's not, some people say it is. Maybe it's the iOS 17 that's not dialed in yet, but we will see. We will test that and find out. So the next new thing is that there is an extra button on top of all the other buttons, and this button can do different things. You can program it to do different things. So usually it was only used for putting the phone in like silent mode. Now you can do that, but you can also select to do other things with this button. I'm not sure what I will use this button for. Maybe to get the camera up quickly, which is important for me to buy this phone. One of the reasons is to get the camera and the new quality of the 5x zoom. And here on the European version, you see we still have the SIM card. Yeah, so here are the specs for the new iPhone Pros, and they have a new CPU this year, A17 Pro it's called. I'm not sure how much new it is, but from the tests so far, I don't know, I don't really understand if it's better or worse, but it seems to use more battery and it's not very much faster. So it's probably a hype, but it's now called a Pro. And maybe it's better in the GPU department. It can play some games and stuff, and with the USB-C on this end, you can connect monitors and hard drives and different things. So of course you have to buy new stuff if you come from the iPhone, older iPhone. So yeah. So I bought this phone because I really needed a phone. My previous phone is an iPhone 8, which is an okay phone, but the battery was very bad now, and it needed service, and I didn't want to pay for a new battery. So instead, I paid 1,950 US dollars in Norway to buy a new phone, which is probably very smart, or not. But this phone costs like from $1,000 in the US. This exact phone is around $1,300 in the US. But of course, it's much more here in Norway, as we have a as we have a government that likes to tax people and stuff. So this one has 25% tax. So here it's like 2 weeks salary. And yeah. And I also bought the phone because of the camera, because I wanted better camera, both zoom and wide angle lens. So this should have a good wide angle and also up to 5 times zoom. And it also has 48 megapixels like the previous model, the 14. But this year the pictures will be 20 or something megapixels when they are saved, not only 12. So the pictures from this year's phone should be better than last year, even though they have the same sensor. We will figure that out and see. I will test this and make new videos. I will test the camera, I will test the video capacity with this one, and I also ordered a 512 gigabyte model because I want to take more pictures, and each picture will take 50% more space, they say. And of course, if you film in 4K or something, you will eat up this 512 gigabyte in no time. I don't know if I will do that, but at least I want to be able to use this phone for, yeah, I would say at least 3, maybe 4 years before changing it out. I don't buy a new phone every year, and I don't think that's really necessary either. Even though the iPhone 15 is made of, I should have said platinum, but it was titanium, and it should withstand anything and go to Mars and stuff like that. I believe everyone needs to have some kind of cover. So I bought this cover from Phone Life. It's probably from China, but it's for the iPhone 15 Pro Max Ultra Giga model, which I assume is my model. And yeah, we'll open it up and see how it looks, what it looks like. It should be blue. Difficult to open. So of course you take your beautiful titanium iPhone and you put it in the ugliest cover you can, and that's of course because you need to protect your iPhone. You don't want that this $2,000 phone will break, at least not the first week. So it's pretty much the same color. I really am not sure I like all this plastic, but yeah, I will try this cover and see how it works. And this is what it looks like when you turn it on. Or maybe not. Ikke følg med her, jeg jobber her, jeg. This is what it looks like when you turn it on. We have the Apple logo. And it takes forever, like all iPhones. Hello. Hi. Hi is in Norwegian or Danish. This is, I don't know. And you can select the different things, and the Norwegian will be the first one, since this phone is bought in Norway, I guess. Or figure out where it is. So I select Norwegian, I select Norway. You can select the different sizes on this screen. So I will just put that standard size. So now I've set up my phone and copied everything from the iPhone 8 over to the new phone, and everything works great, of course. The menus are very fast and things like that. But I will now start testing the phone, taking photos and videos, and compare the quality with the previous iPhone, the iPhone 14 Pro, and also my old iPhone 8, and see what is really the difference between the old ones and old phones and the new phones and the phone that was last year, to see if there is any difference. So if you want to see those videos, remember to subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, it's a very little channel, so then unless you do that, you will never see the video again. The thing that is different with this iPhone Pro Max this year is the camera app, where you can select up to 5 times zoom. So you have 0.5, you have 1, you have 2, and you have 5. So then you can come very close to your thing. You don't have any 3x zoom this year, so it will be interesting to see the quality between this iPhone 15 and the iPhone 14 at 3x, to see if there is any difference.